Have you ever noticed that after a major World Cup match, especially one with high emotions, falling asleep can become surprisingly difficult? You might feel physically tired, but your brain just remains completely active. Your thoughts keep replaying key moments. Your heart rate stays elevated, and sleep seems almost impossible. Trust me, this isn't just excitement. It's actually the result of a complex biological interaction between your brain, nervous system, and hormones. During these intense emotional experiences, your body activates its fight-or-flight stress response. The real problem? This system was designed for short periods of survival, not for several hours of mental stimulation while sitting on a couch. Act 1. The post-match chemical storm. The final whistle ends the match. But inside your body, another process has just started. To understand why your body enters this state of high alert, we need to look at two major chemicals: adrenaline and cortisol. When you watch a high-pressure football moment, like a penalty kick or a last-minute attack, your brain evaluates the situation as emotionally critical. Even though you are physically safe, your sympathetic nervous system fires up. It increases your heart rate and spikes your focus by releasing stress hormones. Adrenaline works quickly, giving you that sudden surge of energy and alertness. This is why you feel wide awake during the final minutes, even if you were exhausted an hour before. Cortisol, on the other hand, helps your body stay prepared during prolonged stress. These chemicals are great for short challenges, but they aren't meant to remain elevated for hours. Yet, that is exactly what happens after a dramatic World Cup game. Your nervous system takes a lot of time to return to its normal, calm state. Act 2. The dopamine trap and the blue light enemy. But it's not just the hormones, it's also your thoughts. Have you ever found yourself analyzing every single moment after a game? Why didn't he pass? How did the goalkeeper save that? This happens because the brain gives special importance to events connected with strong emotions, trying to process them. And the chemical driving this is dopamine, the reward and anticipation molecule. When your team scores, or even when you are just expecting something exciting to happen, dopamine spikes. So, what do we do when the match ends? We open our phones, we watch the goals again, read the analysis, and scroll through fan reactions. You tell yourself, just one more video, but one becomes 10. Why? Because your brain is actively chasing that dopamine reward. This brings in a hidden enemy: blue light. The bright light from your smartphone screen sends a confusing message to your brain: stay awake, it's still daytime. This completely suppresses the production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates your sleep cycle. So, after an emotional match, you have high adrenaline, high dopamine, an overactive brain, and zero melatonin. It is the perfect recipe for insomnia. Act 3. Why the World Cup hits harder and the true cost of sleep loss. You might wonder, why does this happen more during the World Cup than a regular league match? It's because the brain reacts to meaning. A regular match happens every week, but the World Cup represents identity, national pride, and rare moments that occur once every 4 years. The brain values rarity, leading to a much stronger emotional and physiological response. However, missing sleep has a heavy cost. Sleep is not a period where your body simply turns off. It is an active biological process where your brain organizes memories, regulates emotions, and restores energy. When you stay awake after a game, you disrupt this recovery. The next day, you'll likely notice lower concentration, slower reaction times, and higher stress levels. Small daily problems will suddenly feel much bigger because your brain is less efficient at managing emotional responses. Even professional athletes protect their sleep at all costs because they know it directly impacts their physical performance, decision-making, and recovery. If sleep matters this much to the players on the field, it matters just as much to you, watching from home. The solution: how to land your brain. So how do you calm your brain after an intense match? The goal isn't to force yourself to sleep immediately, but to help your nervous system realize the excitement is over. Here are 3 science-backed strategies. Reduce post-match stimulation. Stop scrolling through highlights and comments immediately after the final whistle. Think of your body like an airplane. It needs a transition period to safely land from a high-energy state to a calm state. activate the parasympathetic nervous system, your body has a relax and recover mode. By dimming the lights, moving away from screens, and practicing slow, deep breathing, you send safety signals to your brain. Your heart rate will drop, your muscles will relax, and your body will prepare for rest. Protect your circadian rhythm. One late night won't ruin your health, but during a month-long tournament, changing your sleep schedule repeatedly can completely disrupt your internal biological clock, which controls your energy, hormones, and overall health. Try to keep your sleeping patterns as stable as possible. Final Thoughts Football is beautiful because it's more than just a sport. It is a deeply personal, emotional experience that activates systems deep inside the human brain. The next time you're staring at the ceiling after a dramatic game, remember, your body isn't broken. Your brain is simply processing a powerful human experience. What happens on that screen directly influences what happens inside you. Understanding that connection is how we enjoy the game we love, while still taking care of our health. What about you? What is the one match that completely stole your sleep? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more health and wellness insights. Take care of your health, and good night.